When a forest ranger set out on his daily round, he had no idea that an emotional scene in an abandoned spot was about to profoundly touch his heart. This unexpected encounter would leave a lasting impact, unveiling the deep connections that can form between humans and the majestic creatures of nature. A caring encounter. Mason, a cardiologist specializing in animal care within a vast wildlife sanctuary, also had a passion for animals from a young age. He dedicated his life to aiding those in need and was always eager to lend a helping hand. His adoration for his occupation stemmed from the fact that he had the opportunity to interact with a diverse range of creatures, ranging from lions to deer and elephants. Mason's work routine involved inspecting all of the animals in the sanctuary, monitoring them for any alterations or advancements in their health. Although he received frequent compliments about how much animals adored him, he remained cautious and respectful around them, taking all necessary precautions. Even though the cardiologist was in a wildlife reserve, he never overlooked that the animals were still wild, and he had witnessed too many mishaps to take any risks with his safety. An emotional discovery. Mason would often indulge in a bit of exploration after completing his routine checkups. On one such outing, he stumbled upon a secluded hilltop in an assigned area that took his breath away, and he began to frequent it in his free time. It became his secret spot, which he never disclosed to anyone. One day, while driving to his special place, Mason noticed something unusual. A solitary elephant was standing just a few meters ahead, motionless. Although Mason was accustomed to being close to these creatures, he was not used to encountering them among their kind. Sensibly, he realized it was better to avoid approaching the elephant too closely, so he parked his vehicle and waited patiently. As time passed, minutes stretched into an hour, and Mason continued to ponder the truth behind the situation. Only then did he observe the elephant's complete stillness, without even a twitch of its ears or tail. A relaxed elephant would frequently move its tail to fend off flies or swivel its ears in response to unfamiliar sounds. However, this particular elephant remained utterly emotionless. Curiosity and concern overcame Mason, and he felt compelled to investigate further. Despite the risk involved, he cautiously moved closer to the animal. As Mason shut the car door, the elephant lifted its gaze. He froze, uncertain of how the enormous animal would respond. Surprisingly, the elephant remained still, causing Mason to remain motionless until it eventually lost interest and turned its attention away. While using binoculars to observe from a safe distance, he was taken aback by what he saw. The image that came into focus left Mason stunned and deeply concerned. From a distance, he could discern that the animal was in distress and appeared to be crying out for assistance. Tears rolled down its cheeks, creating darker streaks under its enormous eyes. Filled with concern, the man promptly contacted the medical team at the station and relayed what he had witnessed, a heartwarming recovery. After the cardiologist identified the issue with the elephant, he felt grateful for trusting his instincts. Ignoring his intuition could have meant overlooking the elephant's distress. Suppressing his fear, he approached the creature cautiously, knowing he didn't want to add to its discomfort. Mason's heart weighed heavily as he met the elephant's sorrowful gaze, realizing the significant distress it was experiencing. Positioning himself a few meters away, he spoke soothingly to the elephant, understanding that animals could sense emotions through human voices. After some time, the medical team arrived, amazed by the enormity of the elephant's abscess. They immediately initiated treatment, but transporting the massive animal to the clinic was not feasible due to its size. With sedation taking effect, the elephant's trunk gently wrapped around Mason's legs, a touching gesture of trust and gratitude. The medical team worked swiftly, draining the abscess, administering medication, and offering comfort. When the elephant showed signs of satisfaction, the team felt moved to tears. As they prepared to leave, the elephant surprised them by approaching gently, touching Mason's hand with its trunk, and then bidding them farewell. This display of gratitude and trust left the team deeply touched. Mason returned to his secret hilltop spot, pondering the profound connection he had experienced. He vowed to continue dedicating himself to the well-being of these magnificent creatures at the wildlife sanctuary, knowing he could never fully comprehend their emotions, but cherishing the bond they shared.